Good morning, guys. It is Dorothy with 6 Day Ranch. So yesterday I started on the garden. I was hoping all of the plants that I got was going to fit in one bed, but it didn't, and I also ran out of time for our youth night at church. So I'm going to be finishing that today. But I wanted to come and see my goats and see how they're doing. I checked on them yesterday, but I like to come and play with them and visit with them just a little bit. And I also wanted to check their minerals. So Steven finally got their minerals, like their mineral pail secured to the side of their shelter, so that way it wasn't just on the ground where they could knock it over. And I wanted to show you guys that real quick while I was out here, which they've actually been eating quite a bit of these minerals. So before we had it down there and I shoved it underneath that board just so it wouldn't fall off. So I wanted to come and check on that. Hi! Hi! Good morning. Jules. Rip. Hi, Billy. Hey, buddy. You coming to show me your belly? You want it scratched? You want it scratched? Are you pregnant? Aw, Billy, you loving on Mama? Are you loving on her? You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh. Chickens scare you? Really? Okay. You want nothing to do with me, I understand. So I'm gonna get started on, I'm actually gonna finish planting the plants that are gonna fit in the bed that I worked on yesterday. And I'll show you guys that. I'm actually really excited. So I've always wanted to grow Brussels sprouts, and I've never looked in to see how they grow. And I checked on it before I came out here. Man, those things grow really cool. It's like, it almost looks like a palm tree. And it's actually really cool looking. So I'm super excited about that. And I wanted to look, I think I got 6 Brussels sprout plants. That's a tongue twister. So I'm gonna look at that again. And I think because of how they grow, I'm gonna for sure put them in that second bed. So yesterday, we've got tomatoes, which were already falling over, so I'm gonna get a stake and train them to grow up. I'm gonna get that in there. We've got some kale, and then spinach, and we've got our leafy, our lettuce. It's like a spring mix, and then we've got 3 things of broccoli, and then this poor guy keeps falling over, so I'm gonna get him staked up, as well as this one. They keep falling, and that's just the way that they were growing from the nursery, which is okay. So my rosemary, I'm for sure gonna put where our other rosemary died, which is over here. I'm gonna put 2 in here because this guy lasted us 3 whole years and it finally died. I'm not sure what caused it to finally die, but we're gonna get those planted over here. So we've got 2 of those that'll go over here. And then, let's see, I'm thinking of putting, let's see, this basil here. And we'll put, I got some chocolate mint. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to use that for, but I'm going to find some good recipes to use that. And here, okay, so we did get 6 Brussels sprouts, and that's going to go in the other bed just because of how tall they grow. And then I think, let's see. So I think I'm going to put the white cauliflower in a line right here, and then I want to keep the cabbage together. So the cabbage and the Brussels sprouts, because I've got a ruby cabbage, and then I've got, what is this one? That one's just Cheers. This is just regular cabbage. So this is a red cabbage, and that's a white cabbage, and then Brussels sprouts. So these are all going to go in the second bed, and then I'm going to plant cauliflower here, and then I'm probably just going to plant these 2 things. Like I may plant, let's see, we'll plant this one here and this one here, because this is what is this? This is Swiss chard, which I've never cooked with it either, so I'm actually really excited to cook with that. And then this is our bok choy. We've used that, like, I think in one recipe before, so that'll go there, and then I'll plant those here. So I'm gonna get all the other plants planted, and then I'm gonna clean out that bed over there and make it look just like this bed. I think that's my goal. And then after I get all of this done, I've got to get the irrigation system going, which I'm gonna see about trying to change it up this year, because I didn't like the way that I set it up last year. It was our first time using it, so I think I'm gonna go through and do that. Something else that I forgot to point out in the video that I did yesterday, whenever I was putting the string up, I wanted to show you, all we did was put nails here, and we measured 1 foot apart on each of them, and we made it in a straight line, and did the same thing over there to where we just tie them off and then tie it here. And this string tends to last probably for 1 season, and I mean, it'll fade and stuff like that, but I always redo it so that way I can get in here and mix up the compost really well. Some of our kale is falling over, but I'm gonna get everything set up and going. I may try to water stuff soon. I don't know, I may just wait. I'm gonna at least start planting though. So let me get the camera set up and I'll start planting. So everything is planted that's gonna go in this bed. I know we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 empty squares, so if I go back to the nursery, I can fill in something right here and then right here as well. It's okay to have empty squares. It might actually help, because I know tomatoes grow wild, and I've never grown this stuff before, so it may grow real bushy. So we've got our cauliflower, we've got our basil, and we've got our chocolate mint, and then Swiss chard and bok choy. So I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to water all of these guys, and then I'll start on that next bed, which hopefully won't take that long. And I'll get the 12, right? Oh, we've got like 18 plants right here that I'll plant in the other bed. I'm just so excited for a fall winter garden. Steve and I were talking, and I was worried that yesterday, because it was so hot and the sun was just beating down like crazy, I was worried that I was going to plant these plants and then they were just going to be ruined immediately. Thankfully they survived. My tomato plants over here that keep falling, they look a little withered on the ends of their leaves, and they don't look as strong, but I think that is because of the way that they're growing, which I'm going to fix that. I've got the stakes that I can put them and tie them up to. I want to be proactive with that this season, because last season in the summertime we did it too late, and so we kind of messed up on that, and they were just kind of growing all over the place. So I want to get ahead of that before it's too late. And if we can make it just through this weekend we're supposed to have a couple highs in the high 90s. If we can make it through this weekend, starting next week we have a lot cooler lows and cooler highs as well. So I'm thinking we're gonna be okay. I was talking to Steven, I want to come up with something to where we can have a shade over these plants, but also to be able to like move it out of the way, just so that way we can get in here and harvest our garden. So I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna plan something with a shade cloth that I can use that for, to keep shade on these plants, so the sun just doesn't kill them and things like that. So all I gotta do is get through this weekend first, and I'm gonna come up with something. If you guys have any ideas on something that we can use with a shade cloth that doesn't look bad, or that we can like move out of the way each time we come in to check on everything and to harvest, let us know in the comments down below, because I'm always looking for new ways to take care of this kind of thing. I just don't want to kill the plants, because the first year that we had a garden, I tried some broccoli and things like that, and the sun just wrecked it. They just wouldn't grow, and it ended up just dying. So we never got any of that. And like I said, broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables, so I'm really hoping, and I'm praying over our plants that I can keep them alive this season and have some of that to harvest and to have meals with. So I'm hoping everything's gonna go okay. I think it is. I think because we're getting into the cooler temperatures, it will. So I'm gonna water these guys real quick, and then we're gonna get started on that second bed. Ooh. All right, everything is nice and watered. I'm gonna come back again later on as well and water some more. That's not all that they're gonna get for today. I'm hoping I can get the irrigation set up today. Just depends on my timing and if I'm able to get it done. It's supposed to be another hot day today. Yesterday it got so hot and humid that I actually started feeling a little weak, and like I said, I had to end early anyways because I had to take care of the or get ready for youth night. So I'm gonna get everything set up and we'll see you in just a bit. Now that I have all of the string attached, I've added the compost, mixed it in with the soil that was there already, I am gonna plant. So hopefully that'll go really quickly. The breeze feels amazing out here, but it's still a little humid, so I'm thankful for the cloud coverage. Thank you, Jesus, for that. I'm going to, I don't know where I'm going to plant things. I don't know where I want to plant them just yet. So we've got 3 different plants. Let's see. The cabbage is for sure gonna stay together. I think I want to do the Brussels sprouts along the middle here, and then the cabbage over there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Make it look pretty, because I'm really excited for this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So the Brussels sprouts will go here, and then I'll put 1 cabbage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there, and then leave a space and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I have it laid out. This is where they're gonna go. We're gonna plant these real quick. That is it for our garden video. I got everything planted. I actually noticed that one of our ruby cabbages did not have one come up in the container that I bought. I should have paid more attention to it. I didn't see it just the way that it was growing. So we've only got 5 of those instead of 6, which is okay because that's plenty of cabbage. That's, I'm sorry, 11 cabbages for us to have. So it's gonna be plenty fine. That's gonna be a lot of cabbage for us to eat. Everything is watered, everything is good to go. I'm gonna stake those tomato plants real quick, and I'm gonna clean up. Keep a lookout for our next video. I'm gonna try and get this irrigation system set up and show you guys how I have it set up now and how I might be changing it in the future. Like I said, I'm just gonna get those staked up real quick, clean up my mess, and then that's it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time.